First, listen this. And this too. Sometimes, to hide your pain, you don't wear a smile, you wear a war. That's what Tattoo feels like. A film by Karthik Subbaraj. Part of experiment, part of emotion, and part of puzzle. From the very first frame, Retro pulls you into its world. A vintage palette, hypnotic rhythm, and an atmosphere that feels both nostalgic and unsettling. The setup. The moment Retro begins, the visuals, the sound, the color tones, everything screams stylized cinema. It feels like a gangster movie. Even the marketing, the teaser, the first poster hinted at that. But halfway through, the film changes its skin. Suddenly, it's a love story. Then, a philosophical story about a savior. And you start asking yourself, what exactly is Retro? Karthik Subbaraj, known as for visual storytelling from Jigar Tanda to Peta, he blends chaos with emotion. But here, the theme feels like lost, like a brilliant painter who mixed too many colors and blurred his own masterpiece. The brilliance of Retro. Now let's talk about what truly shines. Surya delivers one of his most controlled performance. His character's inability to smile, that emotional blockage, becomes the heart of the movie. And the first time he laughs, it's not just a smile, it's a freedom. You can also feel it. Then the iconic single take sequence. No cuts, no distraction, just raw kinetic energy. That's where Karthik Subbaraj genius explodes. And then in the climax, the crowd laughing, the hero smiling, chaotic, cathartic, and strangely beautiful. It's a new world of perception. A world where laughter becomes a rebellion, where smiling through pain becomes divine. The confusion, a lost theme. But here's where things fall apart. The first teaser told us it's a gangster drama. Then the director said, no, it's a love story. But in the movie, the hero becomes a god sent savior. So, what is it really? This identity crisis hurts the film. The audience can't anchor themselves emotionally. You feel connected for a moment, then lost in the next. Retro wants to talk about pain, faith, love, and society. That's the real problem. But in trying to say everything, it ends up like saying very little. The strength, why it's still rewatchable. Still, there is something magnetic about Retro. The soundtrack, breathtaking. Every beat, every chord feels like it came from Surya's soul. And the cinematography, pure art. The vintage texture feels like a time standing still. You just can't forget. The single take fight, interval, and the laughter in the end. Even if the story stumbles, these moments keep pulling you back. That's the beauty of flawed cinema. Sometimes the imperfection becomes the charm. What could be better? Let's be real. Retro had potential to be a masterpiece, but the story needed sharper treatment. The emotional core got buried under big ideas. The savior angle was over-explained, while the personal conflict underwritten. If Karthik Subbaraj had kept the focus on hero's smile, his war with himself, and blended with the gangster grit with spiritual depth, we could be witnessing something extraordinary. Because concept-wise, Retro is gold, execution-wise, it's a silver with cracks. The takeaway, a smile that saved a world. In the end, that final scene stays with you. A crowd laughing, a hero smiling, And for the first time you realize it's not just a happiness, it's healing. Retro tells us you don't need to be a god to save people. Sometimes you just need to smile through the chaos. That's the core message hidden beneath for the completion. Smile as resistance, laughter as strength, and maybe that's enough. This is the new series of I Like the Scenes of the Whole Movie. If you like it, just like it, bro. I'll continue with more videos. So, that's the Retro, a film that tried to mix pain, philosophy, and punch. Some films are loved because they are perfect, but some are remembered because they are dared. Retro belongs to the second kind. It's messy, bold, beautiful, and misunderstood. If you love movies that take risks, this one deserves a rewatch. Not for the clarity, but for courage. This is The Movie Man. This is new series exploring bold cinemas that tried something different. So, hasta la vista. I'll go eat my pasta.